I went from being an IT customer care analyst to a network analyst level 3.
I went from working in the fire protection industry to being a network support analyst.
I was working in education, and now I'm a control room analyst for NASA.
I was a support manager at Walmart, and now I'm going to be support systems engineer.
Thanks to NextGen T.
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 I have successfully changed careers and am now happy in life and in my career.
I get to enjoy what I do and level up my career.
I can actually legitimately say right now that I have a career.
I have leveled up and I have the confidence I need as a network security engineer.
Leveled up to NASA, and I'm at max level.
Thanks to NextGen T, I am one step closer to achieving my dreams.
Landing me into my first IT position.
I'm actually an engineer. It's a title I've always wanted to have. Now I have it. I achieved it.
Able to have the drive and motivation to be able to enter the field.
Thanks to NextGen T.
Thanks to NextGen T.
Thanks to NextGen T.
Thanks NextGen T, I leveled up from a help desk position to a career in networking, and I couldn't have done it without you.
Oops, I was clicking the wrong buttons. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's wonderful live stream. Happy Sunday to y'all. Hope you're all doing well and fantastic. I have new stuff that I'm setting up, so I need to make sure that it works. So you might get some feedback here. Maybe I'll mute myself. Okay, cool. It works. Actually, the mic doesn't sound as good as I thought it would. It needs to sound better. Hold up. Let's fix that. Sorry. So we got a new camera and we got a new mic. So this is the first live stream that I'm actually able to do. Where I get to try it out. I don't know. Is that any better? Do we have to get the whole radio voice going? Hello. How are y'all doing today? What's going on, Kev Runs on Duncan? What's going on, the bearded IT dad? Malcolm, Kyle, Zach, Luna. Hello, everybody in the chat. Camera looks nice. Oh, thank you. Kev Runs on Duncan. You're the man. I hope the camera looks nice. It's a nice Sony A7 III. It looks very crisp. It looks very, very crisp. You can see like all the gray hairs in my beard. That's terrible. Anyway, how can I help you guys break in IT? That's the theme of the day, if you will. How do we break you into the world of IT? How do we just shove down doors? Like, how do we just kick down these MFN doors and get you guys into IT? That's what I'm going to help you with today. So I know you guys have questions, and if I don't have answers, somebody in the chat might. And if we don't have the answers, we'll go out on LinkedIn and we'll find you the answers. That's what we do. I mean, you can email me, but not promising anything. Anyway, Solid Ranger, what is up, my brother? Let me pop over to this. Woo! Here we go. I hope this doesn't sound too lazy, but you want out of the production manufacturing job scene, and you want something in IT that would get you in ASAP. What would I recommend? Help desk. Anything help desk entry level related. That says entry level on it, and especially says help desk or like some type of, it's not necessarily going to say like IT customer service, but like call center. That'd be a great start too. Probably not what a lot of people would like to do, but there are a lot of call center opportunities out there that are in the technology realm that can get you familiar with different technologies, introduce you to different things that can just help. It's experience. So start there. That'd be the best bet. IMO, in my opinion. IT Security Labs, what's up, brother? How are you doing? It's good to see you here. Ryan Howard, you're curious if anyone has just done a cold call and asked to do a job shadow. You know what? I'm sure people have. I don't know if anybody in here has specifically done that, but it's not a bad thing to do. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen to you? You're going to hear a no? All right, well, you just wasted a couple minutes of your time to hear a no. No big deal. You're going to hear no 100,000 million times in your life. So just try it. Doesn't hurt to try. It never hurts to try. You never know what would happen. Kyle Fishman 22. Any good summer job suggestions for an IT student? Yeah, so now is probably a great time to look because school districts are the like optimal like summer experience. And there's school districts everywhere, like everywhere. And all school districts need help with their IT needs during the summer because that's typically when students and staff aren't there, and then when they get the most, like the majority of their projects done are in the summer. So they're always hiring for summer help. Otherwise, look for internships. KevTech IT support, what's up, brother? How you doing? M4 Fez. So my question is, now that I'm about to finish my second level on ICT, how can I get that entry-level job? You do have some projects on your belt, but you're still just not enough confident. What position can you apply for with? Whew. Well, that was brutal to read. Okay, so you don't feel confident. Nobody feels confident. Like, let's be honest. Like this is like imposter syndrome stuff. Like we all experience that. Like honestly, what a position can you apply for with? That's your question. The position you could apply for with is going to be like anything that's going to be around entry level. So help desk or anything that literally says entry level on it. Any type of job that's just at like that. I mean, really, like, hang on. Let me go back to your second level on IC. Yeah, like you can apply for entry level types of roles. That's what I would tell you, yo. Bobby Winland, you've been trying to get into IT since 2019 when you graduated with an associate's degree and 2 certificates in network systems management. It's been a long 2 years of rejection from help desk jobs. Are you getting interviews? If you're not getting interviews, it's because your resume sucks. That's the first one. You're getting interviews and you're not landing the job. Well, we need to work on your interviewing. So there's a lot of great resources out there that you can utilize to help with that. I strongly suggest using the Google to find like one-on-one types of like what's it called? Interview preparation, like mock interviews, stuff like that. That would probably be a great help for you. Other than that, like, yeah, I mean, it's a competitive market. So you have to like really do all that you can do to like really stand out. And when I say that, like when you really need to do all that you could do to stand out, unfortunately nowadays, like, you know, quite often you're going to find that just having a certification isn't enough. Just having a degree isn't enough for a lot of these jobs that are out there because they're so competitive. You know, everybody wants experience. Marsha. How do you get this experience? You build it on your own because you can. Like, like literally, like you can like create your own experience in doing projects. Yeah, it's really cool because you could document these things that you do in your home environment, and you could have like a website or a GitHub or a YouTube channel that shows like everything that you've done. It's like verifiable experience. Other ways to get verifiable experience, if you are new to the technology world, you can create like a Facebook business page offering computer repair services. And you put that out there, like you offer that to the entire world of the Facebooks and say, hey, I can fix your computers. Come to me, right? And then like this works. Like this literally works. Like you just go out on Facebook Marketplace and post on there like, hey, I'll replace your laptop keyboard for like $20 plus the cost of parts. Like, hey, you just made an easy $20 and you got a little bit of experience under your belt. And then you say, hey, if down the line I could use you as a reference, would that be okay? They're like, yeah, sure. Like, oh, cool. Now you got some verifiable experience. Like, yeah, stupid residential stuff, but it actually helps. It's something that's going to actually be important to you. And you never know what could happen just from that. Whole nother tirade that I can get into on that whole topic alone. We're not going to go there. So Bearded IT Dad, thank you for the $1 super chat, brother. I appreciate you doing that all the time. Super chats always get like, their priority. I'm sorry. That's just the way that it goes because people are spending their hard-earned dollars to ask their questions. They're going to get their questions answered first. Sorry. I love you all. Just as equal as I love this person who donated their hard-earned dollars. But if I miss your question, you're going to have to ask again. I'm sorry. Love you all. Zach Luna. Not sure if you saw my last message, but want to thank you for your interview tips video. Landed my new job as sysadmin a few weeks ago. Congratulations, brother. That is awesome. There's quite a few interview tips videos, but I'm glad that they're still doing well. I know some of them are old. I don't know if you watched the newer one or not, but man, that's awesome. That is so freaking awesome. Congratulations to you. Oh, that's awesome. Awaken. Will AI replace a lot of jobs, IT jobs in the near future? No, come on. AI is cool and all, and it does a lot of cool things. It's going to replace some jobs. Like let's be real. Like, yeah, some jobs will probably be like quote unquote replaced, but there's still going to be plenty of jobs in IT. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I promise you. The Bearded IT Dad, thank you, brother. That do you use in that beard? What do I use in that beard? Soap and water. That's it. I'm not I don't get down with the taking, all these weird steps to like groom my beard, groom my hair pieces. Nope. Now look at this, crazy. Messy hair don't care. Messy beard don't care. So what's up? Anyway, thank you again, Dakota, for the super chat. As always, brother. As always. All right. Sorry, I probably missed some chats here. John Kim, is there a certain industry that hires people with no experience more than others? I don't know about a certain industry, like a certain industry in the entire world that does this. No idea. I don't know. I don't know much about other industries other than IT, but yeah, I mean, you can still get a job in IT with no experience. It happens. It happens all the time. Gene, SysNet admin roadmap, in your opinion, what certs would you take and in what order? I already have A+, Net Plus, and working on Security Plus. Well, the first thing would be, do you want to be a sysadmin or a net admin? Because those certifications are completely different from one another. That's number one. I mean, you already have the CompTIA, or you're going to have the CompTIA trifecta. So really, what's next? Like, do you want to be a sysadmin or do you want to be a net admin? Because that really depends. Like, it really makes it, it makes your roadmap much different. And there's this really cool thing. I'm pretty sure it still exists. CompTIA certification roadmap. I'm just going to pull this up on the Joogle here real quick. We can call it the Loogle. Yeah, hot tub time machine. That's what's up. All right. There in the chat, there is the CompTIA certification roadmap. That, honestly, like, you could just follow that. Like, if you want to be a sysadmin, follow the roadmap there. If you want to be a network admin, follow the roadmap to go that way. I hope that helps. somewhat helpful, right? But really, like, yeah, what do you want to do? Big bucks, no whammies. What up? How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. Chris, Python or JavaScript? Which will be more lucrative? It's probably a great question. It depends on what you're doing. Like, what are you currently doing? What are you looking to do in your future? Like, are you just asking in general? Because like even comparing those in any way whatsoever is not recommended. Honestly, like they're different. They're so different. Like they can complement each other very, very well depending on what you're doing, but also then depending on what you are doing or not doing. Like they're different. They're different. JavaScript, probably. Yeah, probably. I don't know. It depends on what you're doing. You see, you stumped me because I had to literally think on this and think of all the different scenarios of like what X, Y, Z and blah, 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 blah. But still, like at the end of the day, like when I think about it, it probably, yeah. Like if you're just asking in general, probably JavaScript. Like if you have something specific in mind, like we can expand upon this and further the conversation, and I could probably answer your question much better. But if you're just asking like randomly, like Python or JavaScript, my answer would be JavaScript. Yeah, pretty sure. KevTech IT support, pizza on you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Oh, here's one. Jesus Lopez, how can you break out of help desk? The glory. I've been waiting for a question like this for the last 16 minutes and 52 seconds. Been waiting for this question. How do you break out of help desk? Well, it's simple. You get experience, then you get out of help desk. The end. We're done. Show's over. No. Okay. You're in help desk. That's great. Experience is going to be the thing that's going to really help you the most, right? So what do you want to do after the help desk? That's kind of like the next question. Where do you start gearing your focus? So you've been in help desk. I don't know how long, you didn't say. So no matter. Like you've been in help desk. You've got to experience many different facets of the IT world. Yes. So you probably at some point or will at some point figured out like these are the areas of information technology that I am interested in. Like these are the areas that interest me the most. Well, now that you've discovered your areas of interest, now you can go and obtain certification in those areas. That would be the next step. Get certifications to kind of validate that, hey, you have some skills in these areas. Also, while you're in your current help desk role, you could be reaching out to your coworkers, reaching out to your managers, say, hey, I'm looking to get into this area of the IT field. Are there any projects that I can assist with that will get me some experience in these specific areas? That's the next step. Next step after all of this, no matter what, it's not even necessarily the next step because you could actually do this step first, is just start applying for other jobs. Like just start applying for the jobs that you want to be going for. Start applying for the jobs that are going to take you to the next level, whether that's like a different job title, whether that's a pay raise, like start putting yourself out there to get, so stupid. I'm terrible with words today. But just start getting yourself out there. Get certifications, get the experience through your job. Like those are going to be the best steps to help you move forward. You really do have to identify the areas of interest for you specifically so that you can work with your coworkers so you can get certifications. And then to really like let's put this cherry like right on the top of things, right? The cherry on top of things is that no matter like what certifications you're working on, no matter what projects you're working on at work, you go home and you build a lab that is going to be as close to the areas of interest to you as possible. So say like you're in help desk right now and you want to be a network administrator. Well, you're going to go home and you're going to build a network lab. You're not going to have to go out and spend money on a Cisco switch or a Juniper switch. Like go download Packet Tracer and start learning, like start building your own virtual lab so you can get some hands-on experience, so you can actually get familiar with these different technologies and things. It's going to be extremely helpful for you. Like this is how you get out of the help desk. Like you actually have to put in the work. You do. I mean, to be successful, right? Like you have to put in the work. AJ Brown 360, thank you very much for the super chat. Super, super appreciated. Thank you for all your help over the last 2 years that you've been watching me. 2 years. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here for 2 years. You just started your first security analyst position. Your advice is always spot on. Thank you. Congratulations. That is awesome. Oh, that is so exciting. You just started your first security analyst position. Everybody give a shout out to AJ Brown because that's freaking awesome. Ah, dude, that's awesome. What are you doing on a day-to-day basis? I want to know. Tell everybody. Like, share your story. Share your story. Like, throw it all in the chat. You guys want to know how AJ Brown did it? I want to know how AJ Brown did it. Let's go. Carrie Jackson. What's up, Carrie Jackson? Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Very much appreciated. Oh, look, there's Carrie Jackson again. You start WGU for BS in cybersecurity on 5/1, doing so per your ideal, your IT boss with no experience. You're going to build a blog to show your lab experience for resume, interview, any skills I need, you won't touch in school. Dude, right, spot on. Like, spot on. So Carrie starting WGDU for cybersecurity, but they're going to build a lab and a blog to show that they can do these things. They're building they're going to create a blog and they're going to document and show people what it is that they're going to do. They're actually going to have some documented proof of things that they are doing. Oh, who would have thought it? That is such a great idea. Carrie, good luck to you. That is awesome. Like, you are on top of things. There's so many people who don't want to do that. There's so many people who want to work in IT. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't mean this to scare people off. Like, well, maybe it could scare people off, and that's okay. IT is a field that you have to continuously learn to become a better professional, right? Like, you can do all this learning up front and you could like get your foot in the door and you could stagnate for the rest of your life and work in help desk or some menial job for the rest of your life. That's fine. Like, that happens all the time. I know people who are, literally about 50 years old and all they've worked is help desk for their entire life and they enjoy it. Like, whatever help desk jobs that they have are more than sufficient in pay. Like, this person I know makes over $50,000 a year working help desk, working a level 1 job. They're like 50 years old, like I said, and that's fine. Like, they're fine with it. They're okay with that. So, yeah, if that's okay with you, then that's great. Like, go ahead, live your life, live your best life. By all means, go out, do that. But if that's not for you, like, you could do better. Like, sorry, somebody sent me a message and it caught me off guard. Just stop the horror stories. What horror stories? Who's telling horror stories? Horror stories. I can give you horror stories. I'm just telling you guys, like, IT is a field that you continuously need to learn. If you want to exceed and like be very successful in this field, you continuously learn. If you don't want to continuously learn, you can stagnate and still work in this field, and that's fine. That's all on you. But like, IT is a field where as long as you're continuously learning and staying up to date and, staying on top of the new technologies, you will continue to grow. You will continue to evolve in this field. When you stop doing that, like, technology leaves you in the dust very, very quickly. Like, very quickly. That's all on you. Like, that's just like facts. Like, if you can't handle that, then maybe IT isn't the world for you. But if you're okay stagnating because like you're comfortable, then that's fine. Like, you could still do that. You're not going to be as successful, but hey, like, if it's okay with you, then it's okay. That's all I'm getting at. Clint, thank you very much for the super chat. Very, very much appreciated. Have you ever worked in hospital IT? Yes, I have. I worked in hospital IT for like 4 years. Any advice specific to that setting? You've worked in radiology for 10 years and you want to transition. I mean, like, honestly, like, hospital IT work is very similar to many other fields out there. So there's not really too much that's different other than dealing with doctors and nurses who have a lot of entitlement. Your users are going to be the most difficult part of it, quite frankly. Like, the users are probably the most difficult part of any job. So, anyway, with that being said, The fact that you have some experience working in a hospital, so like you understand like policies, procedures, and how a hospital operates. I cannot talk today. I'm sorry. That's gonna be helpful for you, right? So you have to start getting some either type of experience, certifications, a degree, or something under your belt to help like validate that you have some skills. Of course, there's like doing home labs, like we said, that will definitely be very helpful for you. But advice to this specific setting, like there's really not much. Like it's just like it's the same. It's the same as like anywhere else, quite honestly. Like I compare like working in the hospital to working in school districts because, you know, like teachers and doctors are very, very similar, and they're very, very bright, but lack, you know, technical skills very much. Very unfortunate. But yeah, like I've worked in a hospital for a long time. I just don't know like what specific advice that you would be looking for that would be any different from anything else that I've ever said and shared. I guess it's all very similar. China, I don't know. I'm terrible with names. Thank you very much for the super chat. Seriously, thank you very much. Current non-IT jobs pay $26 an hour. Almost done with your BAS in networking and telecommunications, but entry-level IT job you want is only $20 an hour. Is it okay to take a step back financially to move forward? Yes, 100%. If you could do that, then yes. That's the thing about IT. Like, so IT salaries, the amount that you're going to make is always going to vary based on where you live and just based on, you know, the job market in your area. Some help desk jobs or entry-level IT jobs will pay like $12-13 an hour. Some of these like entry-level help desk jobs might pay into the $20 an hour area. Depends on your area. It's so hard to say. And for the people who are trying to break into IT, especially the career changers, like this can be very, very difficult. It can be very difficult to look at, you know, where you're at in life and look at these entry-level jobs and say, oh my gosh, I have to take a, a pay cut. I can't do that. I can't afford that. A lot of people can't, but if you can, then yeah, absolutely go for it, because it will only help you. Like it will be a great decision for you because it's going to help you break in, like get your foot into the door, start getting experience, and then you'll be able to excel your career and get way past that $26 an hour mark, you know, much quicker probably than in your current environment. Kev Tech, thanks for stopping by, brother. It's good seeing you. Thank you, sir. Now, for those, you know, who can't take that substantial pay cut, well, again, it falls back to like a bachelor's isn't enough. Like just having a bachelor's is not enough. Just having certifications, not enough. Just having experience, sometimes not enough. Like you have to like make yourself very well-rounded and very, very attractive, right? If you want to like knock down the door like right away and get into this field making a substantial amount of money, like you actually have to show that you're worth that. You actually have to show your value. How do you do that? By doing the things that I said. Take the degree out of the picture, get some certifications, and get experience. If I have to go over the how to get experience thing one more time, I feel bad for everybody who has to listen to that whole spiel again. But get experience. Home labs. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. Like these are the ways that you like blow past entry-level jobs. The entry-level IT is a very competitive market. Like you have to show that you are a skilled worker, whether it's skilled in IT, customer service, something, right? Like you have to show your value. And I'm giving you the tips and tricks to show your value. Like this is the stuff that helps. I'm sorry if I missed questions. Toomey, do you think you can study IT in university with mathematical literacy? I mean, the whole fact that math is a requirement when it comes to an IT degree is just the stupidest thing in the entire world to me. I can't answer that question for you. I really have no idea what your math proficiencies are or are not. If it's something that you have to take, then you're probably going to want to get a tutor to help you. Like, quite honestly, like if you're that bad at math and you have to take it to get a degree because it's something that you have to do, then you'll probably 100% want to get a tutor to help you get through it. So, yeah, there you go. Emmett Blood, finishing your 6 months training in IT with the U.S. Army in June. You have security clearance, but no idea what entry-level jobs you should be looking for before you return home. Do I know about IT jobs in AG industry. I don't really specifically know about IT jobs in the AG industry. No, but I mean, still somewhat similar, right? Like IT job. I'm not going to go there, but yes. Anyway, what's your question? Oh wait, do you know what job you should be looking for when you get out? I would be right now trying to, if you're in the U.S. Army, start trying to network with other people in the Army or other, what do you call it? Like other branches of the military, to see if any of them can be of assistance to you. Because I know like the Army really has a lot of great programs. There's really a lot of great programs, even like leaving the military. Next Gen T is one of them, where we work very, very closely with military veterans to help them get job placement once they get out of the field. Like we're helping them get the hands-on skills to become an IT professional, and then helping them with their resumes and mock interviews, and then helping them to get job placement. There's programs out there like this that exist. It's very, very, very awesome. So I would definitely look into those, but utilizing your security clearance is going to be like clutch. Like you want to make sure that you can take the most advantage of that as you can, because there's a ton of jobs out there looking for security clearance. So the next best bet for you, like if you have your security clearance, make sure you get like a CompTIA Security Plus, because that's going to be like more than likely a requirement for any job where you'll utilize your security clearance along with it. Like a lot of these jobs that require a security clearance, like they have requirements for CompTIA certifications. So it might be a good idea to get one of those. Zach Luna, thank you very much again for the super chat, brother. Takes hard-earned skills on the job, listening to your superiors, experience, education here and there, and marketing yourself to advance. 100%. 100%. Like the market, especially nowadays, like in 2021, building a brand around yourself, like as probably stupid and cheesy as it could sound to you, like is actually so extremely important to help you advance your career. Like just marketing and networking with people, especially networking, like LinkedIn is such a hugely valuable resource, and not as many people take advantage of that as they should. So yeah, we can go on a whole nother tirade about that, but yeah. Solid Ranger, would I recommend IT certs from Udemy? Like if it's a Udemy certification, no, nobody really cares about that. I mean, to an extent, if you have a lot of them, it could help, but like having one or two certs like from Udemy, like Udemy is not like a globally recognized certification kind of resource, if you will, if that makes sense. They're not like CompTIA or Cisco or Microsoft or EC Council, so they don't have the same authority that the others do. I'm not going to pronounce your name because I don't want to butcher it, but there I asked how to break into IT automation being a fresher. So break into automation, start learning Python. If automation is something that's of interest to you, Python is a great start. If you would rather be Windows based, then learn PowerShell, because that will definitely help with automation. But I mean, even like you can start with a command prompt in Windows to start learning automation. Like that's literally like if you want to like start at the very base, like the very entry level to automation, like you learn the command prompt, PowerShell, Python, pow, like that'll take you very, very far. Yes, the command prompt. How much I love the command prompt. Anyway, sorry. Louie, thank you very, very much for the $5 super chat. I very, very much appreciate that. I can't talk today. Like I just like the words coming out of my mouth just sound terrible. Blah. Oh my goodness. William Marshall, what's up? I love that logo. Marshall Tech. That's cool, bro. I like that. That's very catchy. It's nice. Anyway, yeah, good on you. See, that's marketing right there. Marshall Tech. Anyway, sorry. Good day, Zach. Hope you're doing well. Still help desk busy, building yourself up in a security. Made some videos on YouTube. Your manager saw it, so now we have a hacking WhatsApp group. A few of our team on. That's awesome. That's cool. So they're trying to get more skills in security. And he made some YouTube videos. His manager saw them, and now they have a WhatsApp group to kind of like have more communication around this, which I think is really cool. Especially, like, I love when managers and other people in your like environment get involved in the things that like you're interested in and trying to better yourself, especially when it comes to IT. I can't tell me, like, I've worked in environments, like, I don't think I've ever worked in an environment where I wasn't encouraged to learn more, or like there wasn't somebody there to help if I had questions. Like, so the fact that you have that is phenomenal. Like, you have that group of people who are interested in these things and are willing to help you is phenomenal. How horrible! Oh, I can't even talk. How hard is the OWASP test? I've never taken it. Anybody here taken it? It's like any other exam. And like, you could probably ask 100 people, like literally, we'll ask 100 people, how hard is the OWASP test? And you'll probably have half of them saying it was the most difficult test they've ever taken in their life. You'll have 25% of them saying like, oh, it was the easiest test I've ever taken in my life. And then you'll have like another 25% of people being like, it was meh. Like legit. Like it's like every single certification out there. You hear the same thing with like the A+. Like, ask 100 people. You'll have like the same statistics, probably really close to it. Anyway, Andrew, what jobs are suitable with someone with a DoD secret clearance, 3 years of military-grade network management, security plus CCNA? Networking job? For sure. Go out and get yourself a networking job. Any type of networking job. I mean, there's tons of jobs that you were suitable for. Like, that's the thing. So if you're looking at job titles, well, then good luck, because it'll take you forever to find the correct job title that matches like your skills, because it just probably doesn't exist. Really, it comes down to like, hey, let's look up all these different like jobs in your area, read the job descriptions, and find out which one sounds the best to you. Like, really, like which one sounds like the ideal, like, you know, type of job duties that you would like to be doing, and apply for that. See what happens. Honestly. Like, you have the secret clearance, you have certifications, like you are good to go in most any job that you want to get into. Like, it's going to take some work, but yeah, like on paper, if this is what you have on paper, you're very, very employable to a lot of people in a lot of different jobs. That's the truth. Luai, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. You're 39 years old. You obtained your BS and CS. Well, all right then. In Iraq in 2005. You live in the USA since 2007. You've been working as a personal banker for 10 years. You're studying for your CCNA. Any recommendations or advice? Keep going. Take your CCNA, get your CCNA, start applying for jobs. You'll be good to go. On top of the CCNA, though, build your home labs. Download Packet Tracer. Start following as many lab scenarios as you can to really get yourself familiar with real networking scenarios. Bam! And apply to all the jobs, of course. Heather Miller, what about getting CompTIA courses on LinkedIn, learning and then paying for the exams on your own? You're assuming it's harder to get an entry-level job without the exams right away. You're still studying. If you're studying for IT in any which way, shape, or form, like if you're currently studying for certification or you're currently in college and you need a job, start applying for IT jobs. Make sure that your resume reflects the fact that you are currently working on XYZ in IT. It will be helpful. Yeah, like the CompTIA training on LinkedIn is fine. Like, I don't know anybody that's gone through the CompTIA training on LinkedIn Learning and passed. I mean, I might. Nobody's told me otherwise, so I just don't know. Isn't Mike Myers on LinkedIn Learning? Pretty sure Mike Myers is probably on LinkedIn Learning for CompTIA stuff. If so, then you're probably fine. And then, of course, there's like Professor Messer. Professor Messer out on the YouTubes has all the CompTIA stuff for free. Not all of, most of the most, like the trifecta for free. So yeah, you can study for these exams anywhere you want. Like there's so many different certification training providers out there. It's like trying to think if I could name them all. I don't think I probably could because there's so many, but like, let's see. If you're talking about CompTIA training, but CompTIA offers training, IT Pro TV offers training, Pluralsight offers training. Linux Academy offers training. CBT Nuggets offers training. Cybrary offers training. Udemy, of course. YouTube. The list probably goes on and on and on and on. There's tons of training out there for CompTIA. Find the one that works best for you. Like, which one do you enjoy the most? They're all fine. I would suggest using multiple resources, though. That'd be my next suggestion. Cameron Bell, what up? What is your opinion, if any, on Coursera's new guided projects? I love what Google is. Is this more so towards Google stuff? Are you talking about Google stuff? If so, I love Google. Like, let me be really clear. I love Google. Like, I'm not just saying that because I'm on a Google platform right now. I've been utilizing Google since like the beginning of my internet years. Well, almost. Like, I've been using Google for 20 years, right? Like, legitimately. Like, Google has been my BFF for the past 20 years. I love just about everything that they do. Some of the things I don't love. Their IT certifications and courses just happen to be like one of those things that I'm not in love with. And it's not that I don't encourage them. It's not that they're not valuable. I'm sure they're valuable. The problem is that the IT industry hasn't recognized them. And if the IT industry as a whole doesn't recognize them, then they are worthless, essentially. Now we're going to get in this whole like IT certifications being worthless, which that is a video coming out soon. I shouldn't have said worthless because they're not worthless. I mean, they're not as valuable as other certifications when it comes down to it, right? Like that's what I will tell you. Heather Miller, you are welcome. You went through the course through New Horizons and just studying the exam cram A+ right now. Good luck to you. LinkedIn just had a user data breach. Oh no. All of my LinkedIn's are getting hacked. Whatever shall I do? Where is LinkedIn? LinkedIn should tell me. Certifications come down to reputation. Yeah, so I have so many different thoughts and feelings about certifications, right? Like, I would never say the certification is necessarily worthless. All certifications have some type of value. Like, certifications may not hold a value to some people, right? Oh no. Please hold while I fix my camera. I have to turn it off of the 4K. Oh no. We broke it. I'm trying to fix it, y'all. No, I know. That's because I have the camera shooting on 4K right now. Gotta fix it. Hold up. We're almost there. Logitech. Bam! Look at that. Oh, look at this crappy camera. But we're back. Yay. I gotta turn this camera down. Oh, sorry. There we go. I gotta turn the camera off first. Did I try taking the batteries out and putting them back in? No. This is actually plugged in. The battery is it's plugged in to the electrics, so there's like no battery technically. Anyway, sorry. I just got this camera, so I was trying it out. Definitely shouldn't have had it on 4K shooting for this. I should have turned it down to 1080p. My fault. Won't happen again. Anyway, we got this crappy webcam. It's not quite the same quality, but it's good. You dig my Ryzen collection back there? Thank you. I actually brought another Ryzen box to add to the whatever you want to call it there. Try blowing on the USB like a Nintendo 64 cartridge? I should. No, it's the camera itself, bro. It's like overheated. It's actually like, it's a little bit warm. So internally, it's probably like smoking hot. Anyway. My bad, y'all. Cameron A, will a degree in management information systems and a security plus and network plus get you in a job in cybersecurity, like cybersecurity analyst? It could. It very well could. Is there a guarantee? No. But yes, absolutely 100%. Like, it can definitely help you get into a cybersecurity job for sure. But like, there's no guarantee. So if you have the degree and the certifications, like, start, like, again, getting experience, building home labs. Like, these are things that are really going to be helpful for you to really land like the position that you want right out the door. Like, yeah, lots of thoughts and feelings on that one there. It needs passive cooling. Yeah, I need to hook up a fan to it. The thing about the Sony is, like, they're really great because they really have the most amazing picture quality I've ever seen in my entire life. But when you're shooting 4K, they do overheat. That's for sure. Hold on. I have a phone call that I must answer. I will BRB. All right, sorry about that. It was the old lady, my wifey. She's gonna go switch me cars and stuff. So I had to answer that. Anyway, back to the chat at hand. What's going on? Does the CompTIA A+ still hold weight in 2021? Yes, 100%. The CompTIA A+ like is always going to hold some type of value until the day that it doesn't. Sorry. No, yeah, the CompTIA A+. There's, if you go out on Indeed.com, and this is what I would tell you. Anybody who says otherwise about CompTIA certifications, before you say a gosh darn word about a CompTIA certification, go out on Indeed and search for that certification and tell me how many jobs show up. Tell me. I just mean like the A+, Net Plus, Security Plus. Like some of their other certifications, meh. But those three. Is there one job that shows up for it? Then all right, it holds some weight. Period. The end. Jason, Zach, you're on your second super short contract after getting the A+ Security Plus. You start tomorrow doing a tech refresh at a local business for Robert Half. Kind of nervous, but thanks for your guidance, man. Congratulations. Good luck. You're welcome. What's there to be nervous about? Like, you're getting experience. Like, just keep doing, like, keep going down that path. Like, if this is the path that's working for you, like, just keep going down that path. Like, you're getting experience. And what's really cool is if you're doing contract work, which I love, and there's going to be a lot of employers out there that are going to love this about you too. If you're going into different environments, you're getting experience in different environments. And that is so valuable. Experiencing different environments, like different types of things that are, happening inside of an environment is so extremely important to your growth. The people in IT, never mind, I'm not going to go down that route. Forget it. Dropping tonics. Is it normal to find it difficult studying for the CompTIA A+? People say it's the easiest beginner one, but I find it not so easy. Yeah, we were just talking about this, yo. Yeah. So it falls back to, again, like if we were to take 100 people who have taken the CompTIA A+, 50% of those people would probably tell you, I'll probably mix these up based on what I did last time, but 50% of the people are going to tell you that it was like the hardest exam they've ever taken in their life. 25% of those people will probably tell you it's the easiest exam that they've ever taken in their life. And the other 25% will be like, meh, like it was okay. That being said, everybody's different. Like, yeah, it could be extremely difficult for you. Like the A+, it's not an easy certification. Like, it's really not. And that just comes from a place of understanding and knowing and working with many different people throughout the years. Like you get to see and understand that not everybody has the same experience. Not everybody has the same level of knowledge. Not everybody is going to tell you, be able to tell you like the different speeds of RAM do and what the different RAIDs do and just dumb stuff like that. Like not every single job in IT needs to know that. What's up, Steve Gee? I need to give you a shout out. You're a long-time subscriber. How you doing, bro? Good to see you here. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, like certifications. Ancient Lion of G. You have an interview on Wednesday with Amazon for an IT support technician job. You're really nervous. Don't be nervous because you always do horrible with interviews. We all do horrible with interviews. Interviews suck. It's like you forget everything from nervousness. It sucks. Bro or girl or whatever. Whoever you are, I'm about to help you right now. I have to go through my older videos. You have to give me a minute, but I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you a cheat sheet. And you're going to be like, oh my goodness, Zach, thank you for sharing this video with me. It made my interview experience 1,000 million times better. I can almost guarantee you watching this video will make your interview experience better. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I can 99.9% guarantee if you watch this video, you will have a much better interview experience. Go watch that video. I put a lot of work into that video. And that video gets like no love at all. It's so frustrating because that video is freaking a gold mine. Any CCNA online course good? Any? I mean, there's like hundreds of thousands of different CCNA courses probably. I don't know. They're all good in their own way. You just have to find one that works for you. Network Chuck's doing like a free CCNA thing. I don't know if he's done with it yet or not, or if him and David Bombal finished whatever that is that they were doing. But there's another one. David Bombal has great courses. Lots of great courses out there. Dos Quicken. The head of IT at your job offered you a position, but you'd be taking a big pay cut. You need experience, but you also can't afford to buy PCs or other things to practice on. Any advice for getting more XP? I mean, you just need to have one good computer. Just get one good computer that will help you virtualize multiple computers. That's like always kind of step one. I know that's very difficult to do, so you might have to save for it, but like that's a good start. And if you're getting offered an IT position, like that's a great opportunity for you. And if you're looking for equipment to really help you practice, which could be useful, ask your ID department. Like, hey, do you guys have any extra old equipment that I could use to help practice? Blah, 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 blah. Go out on Facebook. Hey, does anybody have any old cheap equipment they're getting rid of? You know, maybe you can get stuff for cheap. Maybe you can get stuff for free. I know people like throw away old computers all the time. And most of the time they're working. They're just like a little bit slow. But guess what? You know, that Optiplex 760 from from 10 years ago will run a virtual machine. Now YouTube's going to demonetize me. And oh, gosh, darn it, Zach. Terrible mouth. But yes, yeah, an Optiplex 760, that'll run a virtual machine for you. More than sufficient enough, I promise you. Steve Gee, Zach, you want to learn Mac OS but only have a PC. You just built a 5600X machine. Yeah. Where can you learn Mac OS? You can download VirtualBox and you can virtualize it. I think you could virtualize Mac from all of the things now. I'm pretty sure. And if it's not Mac, you just virtualize Linux, because Linux and the Mac OS are like twinsies. They're like two peas in a pod. Seriously. But you could just download like Elementary OS. That is probably the closest relative to the Mac OS. Yeah, just if you want to learn Mac, just learn Linux. That is my suggestion to you, because you don't have to spend money on a stupid Mac. Just learn Linux. Same thing. Problem solved. Check. K2 LED, IT career question. Should anyone take the MD 100 Windows 10 exam? Should anyone? I mean, if you want to, like, it's up to you. Is that reefer in your thing? What is that? That is like a big old nugget in the bowl. How would you even smoke that? Won't go down that rabbit hole. Anyway, anybody could take the Windows 10 exam. Yes. Should you take it? No, I don't know. Not necessarily. You could if you wanted to. If you get it for free or you get it for cheap, it's a certification. It's some little way of validating a set of skills, and that could always be helpful. AT, you're currently studying for the A+ and you're getting rejected for entry-level positions. It's going to happen. Keep studying and keep labbing because it could be very helpful for you. Coldish Coder, you have worked with IY support and iOS, wondering when it's good changing to IT administrator. What now? Could you rephrase, please? And thank you. Ethan Cohen, this may have been answered, but do you have any suggestions to beat the experience entry-level Catch-22? Yes, I've answered this question 100,000 million times. And yes, I have suggestions. And yes, I will repeat myself for the 100 millionth thousandth time. If you need experience in IT, you can give yourself experience. You can give yourself experience. Not only can you give yourself experience, you can actually give yourself documented experience by building a home lab and taking yourself through home lab scenarios. Like, there's so many different practice labs and home labs out there that you can find and utilize to give yourself skills that you need. You document the entire process from start to finish. These are the things that I did in my home lab. These are the steps that I took. This is why I did that. You build it, you put it on a website, you put it on a YouTube video, you share it for the world to see. You put a link to it on your resume and people can click on it because all of our resumes are submitted in this wonderful format nowadays called PDF. What does PDF stand for? I don't know. But it will create a clickable link on your resume. So when you're submitting your resume, people can click on that link to show and see your documented experience, to show like, hey, this person went through all these labs and they created this video out on the YouTubes to show that they did these things. Or, hey, they have this blog and they wrote down and documented their entire process. I can actually go through and read or watch every single thing that they've done. Like, I can see this. I can see this with my own eyes that you have experience because you've documented it. Oh, if I could drop this mic, I would, but I wouldn't drop this mic because it's super expensive and we don't want to do that. I have to leave though, because I have to go help move children to different cars and get different car keys and all that fun stuff. But this has been a great stream. It's been a while, so I figured I'd do something with y'all. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you everybody for the super chats. Really do appreciate that. To everyone out there, good luck to you. I hope you guys are successful. And yeah, maybe we'll catch you again soon. Maybe I'll start another live stream here in a little bit. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Take it easy.